announcing the Annie Awards Historic Arts recipient. Hi and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Elena Russo. Today we're talking to the awards recipient. Please welcome Robert Clark. Robert, thank you for being with us.
I'm delighted to be here.
You are the CEO of Historic Annapolis Incorporated, and you've done so much for the city of Annapolis, and I think you should sort of tell the story.
I can tell what my predecessors have done and what I've tried to do. We're about 65 years old as an organization that's dedicated to advocacy of preservation, and we're stewards of preservation. We have the good fortune to oversee 11 state of Maryland-owned antique buildings in downtown Annapolis Historic District. So we conserve, we interpret, and we give tours there. We have a museum there. And I like to think that Historic Annapolis over the 65 years has contributed greatly to the very high quality of life that we in Annapolis enjoy. I think that the visitors that come see us come to see the original historic fabric. There's more 18th century buildings in Annapolis than any other city. And I think we were a contributor to the dialogue that causes the regulations to be in place to maintain those buildings as they are. We're not the no society, but we are a voice that says, you know, we need to keep things looking like this to the extent we can. So you don't see a lot of plastic dormers or doors, and so we have all original fabric. But it preserves the good look that draws us all to Annapolis and keeps us all here. Preserving
the legacy of Annapolis's past obviously is your mission, but part of this mission really increases tourism. It keeps people living there and wanting to move into Annapolis. I mean, you've really done a lot for the county.
Well, I think the organization has. I'm the beneficiary of a lot of, we all are, of a lot of really smart decisions made by smart people in their past. And so I take that very seriously because I like to say that we're the smart people of the residents of the future. So we need to make the right decisions to make sure their experience is as solid as ours.
And the Annie Awards certainly recognized all of your hard work and that of your colleagues at Historic Annapolis. And they're going to be giving you this award on October 18th as the Historic Arts recipient. How do you find that?
Well, it's exciting for our organization and our team. I am blessed with an organization that is staffed with professionals that have been selected as one would set fine jewels into a crown. And I think that mostly ladies, almost all have advanced graduate degrees in the museum or preservation field. They bring a lot of talent and experience and passion to the job. And you mix that all together, there's 50 of them, you get an extraordinary product that is good for the community and the county.
What inspires you to lead such an organization?
So I was a capitalist. I spent 45 years on Wall Street, and while the for-profit world doesn't completely translate to the nonprofit world, a lot of best practices do. And I think that's one of the things I brought to the organization was some strategic thinking and planning, rewriting of job descriptions, performance reviews, and things that sort of keep a business cooking. And I also think that by doing all that, we created a hope and a vision for the future. And we all have a strategic planning document we call Historic Annapolis 2025, and it's highly detailed. And we check off the boxes every month. Our board marches to it, staff marches to it. So we're having a bunch of fun and I think contributing a really good product.
Finally, I must ask you to comment on the pretty recent affiliation with the Smithsonian. I mean, that took a lot of work, and I think that should be recognized by many people if they don't already know.
We are so grateful and flattered and proud. We have been a member of the AIA, which is the National Museum Association, and so there's thousands of those. And we are accredited with them. Only 1 in 50 AIA members are accredited. But when I found out the Smithsonian had 200 affiliates nationally, I said, well, we ought to raise our hand for that. It was a year of heavy lifting. They have very rigid requirements, as you might guess, because they want to lend us things. But after a year, we were awarded the opportunity to be an affiliate of the Smithsonian. We're one of 6 in Maryland, the only one in Annapolis, and we're very proud to be part of that.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Robert, for all that you've done for Anne Arundel County and Annapolis.
Thank you.
You've just heard from this year's Historic Arts recipient for the Annie Awards, Robert Clark. Thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Elena Russo.